Posting this video a night before the crowning of the newest Miss Earth Queen. Miss Earth produces and prides itself with top-tier queens in terms of intelligence and eloquence. Who are the possible girls that may be perfect for the role? Here's my list. For this video, I wanted to do it differently. I feel like being given 4-ish minutes of time, or 2 to 3 questions, was not enough to fully gauge the girl's capabilities to work out in the environment or to be the perfect ambassador. My categories are the house speakers, my sweet surprisers, charismatic leaders, pleasant debaters, and queenliness. The house speakers. These are the queens who can be sent to a meeting, a press conference, another country, a convention, and will be able to represent the organization really well. Korea. Her Blue Ocean advocacy was really solid and provided specific facts about it. Mexico speaks really well. She was able to relay her message about being too comfortable with our actions and how people wait for consequences before taking actions. Powerful. Mauritius was impressive in answering controversial questions about the youth, knowing that she's speaking in front of young students. Colombia was genius in talking about integrating sustainability in architecture, specifically bioclimatic architecture. Kenya talked about alleviating poverty at the grassroots level, in which she also provided examples of. She also smartly incorporated the 5 R's. Now to my sweet surprisers. These are the girls who I may or may have not heard of prior, but surprised me during this round because of her intelligence and eloquence and left a great impression. In no particular order, they are: Belize provided specific examples on how to apply sustainability practices in her poultry business. Belgium talked a lot about financial literacy, but also shared what advice she would give her younger self in terms of environment care. Fiji, there is an assertiveness when she speaks, but not abrasive and not pushy, and still managed to sound sweet. Her soil regeneration advocacy is very interesting. Cabo Verde is a sweet surprise. I have her in both beauty and figure lists, and surprisingly in this list too. What a well-rounded queen. I specifically like her hand-me-down story. England. The moment she started talking, I fell in love. Not only was being a neonatal ICU nurse extraordinary, she also provided statistics. Impressive. Disclaimer, just because a queen speaks English well doesn't mean they automatically made it to this list. I still looked for substance and specific examples in their answers and statements. Now to my charismatic leaders. These are the girls who can speak well and deliver a message regardless of their mother language, and can make people listen to them and pay close attention. In no particular order, they are: Wales. Wales sounded sweet, yet she still delivered her messages, especially about re-evaluating how we use our lands. South Africa. She was given a hard task of choosing only one between 2 of her advocacies, and though she chose sustainable fashion, she still tackled animal welfare. USA was really impressive in stating that her commitment to environmentalism extends far beyond the pageant, and that it's not just a trend, it's a lifestyle. Samoa stayed true to her traditions and cultures, instilling a little bit of Samoan flavor to her introduction. She also has a very pleasant voice. Australia, you can immediately feel her confidence, backed with concrete initiatives to reduce CO2 emission and promoting sustainable fashion. Now, to my pleasant debaters. These are the girls who I think will fight to death in a debate and will keep shooting you with details, data, and information, but would still sound queenly. In no particular order, they are: Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe was really smart. Hello, she's a lawyer. She talked about how ignorance affects the environment and to use social media to educate the community. Nepal is a dentist and advocates for sustainable tourism. She gave specific examples of where it could be applied in her country. Nigeria. Wow. Don't argue with her, she's already won. I liked how she answered the questions about how to address a child's observation on an adult. New Zealand. I like how she used statistics in her statements and how to use the pageant platform to inspire adults and even politicians. Ethiopia. She was in my early favorites, and in this round, she captivated me more. Personally, I felt kinda sad hearing that she was given very basic and common Miss Earth questions, but she still answered them flawlessly and with conviction. Before my final category, I want to appreciate how the past Miss Earth and Elemental Queens took part in this activity. In the judging panel were Karen Ibasco, Miss Earth 2017, and Catherine Untalan-Vital, Miss Earth Water 2006, who is now the Executive Director of Miss Earth Foundation. Also present were Miss Earth 2004, Priscilla Meirelles, and Miss Earth Air 2016, Michelle Gomez, as translators. Now to my last category, Queenliness. These are the girls who gave extra something, maybe extra charisma, regality, glow, or maybe even a combination of the previous categories. In no particular order, they are Namibia. She was brave in expressing that youth is ignorant, again, given that she's in front of young students, but she backed it up with facts, saying just because it doesn't happen to you doesn't mean it's not happening. Iceland. She was very charismatic and you would really listen to her when she speaks. She's giving me Drita Ziri vibes, quite frankly. I like how she discussed the effects of fast fashion. Canada, I liked how she would use art to explain climate change to a 5-year-old kid. She also cited wildfires as a significant challenge her country is currently facing. Cuba, you can see the compassion when she speaks, but beyond that, you would see that there is really weight to what she's saying. I liked how she said, as humans, we still make mistakes, but we can also take actions. Puerto Rico, very confident in speaking. But not only that, she's able to deliver a strong message such as, when nature thrives, so do we. And there you have it, friends, my favorite girls for this round. What are your thoughts in Queen sides? Do you see your bets on this list? If not, who are you rooting for? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other pageant-related videos. Bye!